Hey, wanna watch some XVideos with me?
Did you just come inside me?
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
No, not that. I'm talking about X. Or Twitter. Elon Musk has done it again, folks. He's made us all stop and ponder, why? Why did you change Twitter to an X? What is the point of this rebrand? How deep does Elon Musk's obsession with the letter X go? And where did it all start? Today we're discussing Elon Musk's rebrand of Twitter to X and his crazy obsession with the letter X. SpaceX, Tesla Model X, his ex, Grimes, and their son, X Archangel A12.
Sorry?
How is X A12?
You mean my kid?
Yeah.
That sounds like a password.
No, I'm not kidding. That's really his name. But it goes much deeper than that. Back in 1999, when Elon Musk looked like this, he had a vision for an all-in-one banking app financial platform that he called X.com. Does that ring a bell? Even back then, with his X.com, it didn't end up being super duper successful, so they merged into PayPal, or a company called Confinity that went on to become PayPal, and Musk made about $165 million from the sale and is no longer involved with PayPal. So how does this boil down to him killing two birds, or, well, one bluebird with one stone? There's a lot more to this story, but safe to say he held on to X.com until very recently. And we'll get more into that. There's a lot more to this story, but let's just say he held on to X.com in hopes of finding it a new home. So where do you see the X come up again, you might ask? Elon Musk then threw his X out again at SpaceX in March 14th of 2002 when he launched his space company. So you've got to be thinking, that's where the X story stops, right? He put it on SpaceX and that's where it quit. Wrong. That's when he held on to the obsession of X for 13 more years and applied it to his Tesla Model X that came out in September of 2015. That's a pretty big gap, but he just couldn't hold off any longer. And then he got with his now ex, Grimes, who, if you didn't know, is a pretty big deal. She's an awesome musician. Before you say anything, Elon Musk is a pretty big playboy. He's been divorced 3 times, has 9 children, and is a playboy by all accounts. However, with Grimes, he had 2 children, a boy and a girl. And they named the boy, get this, you ready? X Archangel A12, which originally was supposed to come with a hyphen, but due to California laws allowing them to only use the 26 letters, they had to change it to Roman numerals, so on and so forth. The name boils down to the X standing for the unknown variable. Meanwhile, the AE is the Elven spelling for AI, which is shorthand for artificial intelligence and the word love in several languages, such as Japanese. A-12 is the precursor to the SR-17, which is their favorite aircraft that had no weapons, no defenses, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. They went on to explain the name in an interview where they said the X stands for the unknown variable, whereas the AE portion of the name is the Elven spelling of AI and is different words for artificial intelligence and the word love in several languages, as well as at the end, the A-12 is the precursor to the SR-17, which is their favorite aircraft. When Musk was asked by Joe Rogan how to pronounce it, he said, I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then AE is like pronounced Ash, and then A12 is my contribution. The name itself boils down to X equaling the unknown variable, AE equaling AI, or short for love, and A-12 being the precursor to their favorite spacecraft, the SR-17. Also, the A representing Archangel, a song that they both love. So we've made it through the X history, and we've made it to XVideos, or what Twitter used to be. That's right, after purchasing the $44 billion brand name, Elon Musk decided to shred it up and change it to X.com. A lot of YouTubers and social media outlets are reporting that this is not a long and thought out process by Elon Musk. However, I'd like to say they're wrong. You see, just because it's a weird decision doesn't mean he hasn't been thinking about it for absolutely ever. In a tweet from October 4th of 2022, he literally talks about creating X, the everything app. And other people comment that it would have been easier to just start X from scratch. However, Twitter would accelerate X by 3 to 5 years. This has been on his mind for decades. X.com, the everything app, is something that he's wanted to accomplish forever. As if the change to almost a porn site looking name isn't scary enough, his idea with X.com and Twitter is to make it into an everything app like WeChat. For those of you that don't know what WeChat is a Chinese app that is basically their everything. When Musk bought Twitter late last year, he laid out a vision for an everything app called X, where users could communicate, shop, consume entertainment, and more. Ever since purchasing Twitter, Elon's idea has been to turn it into America's version of WeChat and have us all shopping, communicating, and looking for our entertainment all in the same app. So his idea is to contain all of these inside the app and launch this crazy rebrand, which nobody's seen coming, but has been on his mind forever? The most confusing part about this rebrand for me is the fact that half of the logos and half of the stuff still match Twitter, while half of the logos and half of the stuff now match X.com. If we take a look at my Twitter page right here, you can see the new X logo. You'll still see the giant blue tweet button here, the blue tweet button here, and search Twitter in the top right corner. It also wasn't until very recently that Twitter's app changed from Twitter to X. Are tweets called tweets now, or are they called sheets? Am I supposed to be taking a sheet on Twitter? Or am I supposed to be taking a sheet on X.com? Nevertheless, Elon Musk has made a huge change to our social media landscape. And although it seems like it's something that's been planned out, I'd like to leave you guys with one last thing that shows us just how prepared all of this was for Elon Musk. How prepared was Elon for this change to Twitter, you may ask? Well, I'm here to tell you that at least the IRL plans weren't very prepared for. Halfway through Twitter's sign being removed on their headquarters building, San Francisco Police Department shows up to stop them because they don't have the permits. That's right. In a purchase that you and I would probably never be allowed to do of $44 billion, this incredibly insane billionaire decided to rebrand so quickly that he didn't even think about getting permits. Whether you believe in him or not, the future of what Twitter as we know it is in his hands. Thankfully, I believe we'd all be better off without Twitter anyways. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. My name's HoeBeard. I stream on Twitch. You should check it out.